First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and who we learn from daily. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful like Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity. And shalom to the multitude of the hopeful elect, the Akim and Akwath, listening and learning, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, or the Israelites, God's chosen people out of the Bible. All right, salvation belongs to you and you alone. That includes the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigner, who may look like the heathen, but their father's line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the brother Karatazah of Menor Valley, Las Vegas camp, and I'm here with the head of our camp, Ayah Shatab.
Shalom, shalom.
And I'm going to bring you this lesson, Lord willing, to be edifying through the will, power, and spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right, the title of this one is Your Time to Shine Will Come. All right. And, as we're entering, perilous times, in a time where the Lord is, going to completely dismantle, all right, the world as we know it. All right. He's also going to raise up his people. All right. As it said, the Gospels say, the meek shall inherit the earth. All right. And we're entering into a time of transition, right? Where wickedness is going to be rooted out, and righteousness is going to spring forth. And that's going to be the everlasting staple and standard of the new world to come. See, the devil's trying to set up, the so-called white man, all right, Edom, as his biblical nationality truly goes back to, is trying to set up his own new power, all right, his new way of rulership, but which is going to be via a digital implant, all right, but the Lord isn't going to allow that to happen, and as he gets closer to that time, is really closer to the time of his destruction. Okay, so Lord willing, this be edifying, and let's get to it.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, and verse 1, and it reads, Who is who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretations of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed.
Right. So a man's wisdom maketh his face to shine. All right. And in these days to come, all right, the men with walking in the truth, walking in the stead of Yahweh Bashim Shai, all right, our appearance already is different now, all right, but it's going to even be magnified in those times, all right. Now ultimately the Lord gives that wisdom down, all right. You had accounts of the best account you can go to is the account of Moses, where after he came down from the mount, his face was so bright, the children of Israel had to put a veil over him.
And this Salakia, that representation of that Salakia is when Moses came down, what did he come down with? He came down with the word. He came down with the laws, statutes, and commandments,
right?
How to live, what to do, how to do it.
He had the first 5 books of the Old Testament with him,
Goes to show you what wisdom truly is. Not the wisdom of the world, that people so unfortunately cling unto. But fortunately for, being the hopeful elect, that we receive the word. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just it goes to magnify the importance of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the way to live after him. All right.
That's right.
It's the only thing that's needed.
You know, and then hey, you know, you go to Daniel. It says, "Who knows the interpretation?" Hey, the Daniel was able to interpret, you know, those dreams because he had you know, Yahweh Shemi Shai supping with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same thing. Hey, the elect now, you know, the Holy Spirit is working with us, you know, to understand prophecy. You know, to understand the time that is at hand. All right, you got it.
Okay. So lucky. Next is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 7, and it reads, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the elect hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
Right. The you know, on the contrary side, the you know, all of Israel, you know, outside of the elect is searching for the very thing that the elect has, you know, which is his truth, you know, his peace of mind, you know, which is going to be a Isaiah 33:6, you know, the knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And hey, this place is known as a city of confusion. Babylon is confusion. Babylon the great confusion. All right, so they're going to be looking for stability, you know, in the times, you know, to come. Now, you know, they're lost. Hey, those that wander out of the congregation are dead.
God.
You know, spiritually have no life in them.
And you continue to look everywhere, but in the scripts, right? And
Mm-hmm.
here it is. When you see you put no limits on Esau, Edom, or the world, but you'll put limits on the Most High and His only begotten Son.
Right. So Israel, you know, they go to all these false ways to try to find, you know,
peace of mind,
what's right in front of them, because the Lord has, you know, made this gospel known to the whole world. All right.
Essentially, it's almost like it's too simple.
Yeah.
Right. It's too simple, in its complexity of its simplicity.
And it's right in front of your face. You know, it's right there, but yeah, hey, the Lord put those blinders on you. All right. Ultimately, because hey, you're not one of His. You know, if you could go to 1 Peter 2:9, and I'm gonna grab this. This is a 2 Corinthians 4:3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost." Yeah, those lost, you know, souls, you know, that you know have been blinded from the truth. All right, you won't never be able to get it. All right, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. See, hey, Esau's Western philosophy, you know, hey, the serpent, you know, that you know, through reincarnation came back as Esau, you know, but that serpent that told those lies of a better way of living, of freedom and
prosperity,
right, and that you don't have to follow, you know, the ways of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Right, you could be your own person. Everybody can be their own boss.
Yeah, you could have, because what did Satan tell Yahweh Shai in the kingdom? You could have all this now. Why wait? Right. And that's pretty much what the serpent told Eve in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, you could be better than the man. You know, you could be over him. Look at you know,
these rest of this heathen nations. You could be like them.
Yeah. Why you got to eat from this tree? You know, which that tree was just, you know, the philosophy of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Right.
You know, His commandments. Why you got to follow His ways?
Right.
You know,
when there's a better way out there.
Yes.
Right?
So it says, in whom the power of this world, which the power of this world is Esau, Edom, the wicked, have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the image of the Most High Yahweh, should shine unto them. So the only way to get out of that blindness is if the Lord open your mind up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and how is it going to open your mind up? Is through hearing the word. And ultimate, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the only one that can open, you know, your mind up to him.
Right.
If not, you're gonna be stuck in this darkness.
Because they continue to think on the way of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And that goes back to predestination. You know, you have to be chosen of the chosen people. You got it.
God, I'm gonna pull this right quick.
Okay.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 3, and it reads, "Thou will keep his, him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee." Right. So your mind is to stay on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If you trust in him, hey, he's going to lead you in the way.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna put your mind at ease. He's gonna have you in peace. He's gonna put you on the right path. But you have to give him the trust.
Yeah.
You know? And if you don't trust Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, you have nothing.
Yeah. Hey, this is the way walk ye in it.
God. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9, and it reads, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him whom hath called you out of the darkness into a marvelous light."
Yeah, and this speaking of the elect.
Mm-hmm.
Now this really pertains to all of Israel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But who's called out of the light out of the darkness of this world is the elect. See, we have that marvelous light. That light reveals, the truth. Once you're exposed to it, you see, you have that eye self to see again. You see wickedness for wickedness, righteousness for righteousness, and you seek after the Lord.
Yep.
You get Matthew 5 and 14. And those that have been called out of the darkness, and you it's your responsibility to lead, to be that example as Yahushua was.
And so, like you said, Matthew
5 and 14. Okay. You are now set with a responsibility, because ultimately that royal priesthood and that chosen generation is going to be, the judges over the earth in New Jerusalem, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 14, and it reads, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid."
Yeah, and you're gonna read down to 18. That light, hey, that's the that's the nation of Israel, man. That's the elect. First and foremost, the prophets on the highways and byways.
Mm-hmm. And that light started ultimately with Yahushua, right?
The truth. Hey, that actually, the book of John, first chapter.
You go pull that, John?
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick. I gotta grab this in verse John 1 and 9. Fuck it. Yeah, 1 and 9. It says, that was the true light, speaking of Yahushua, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not,
All right. Hey, how much more? How much more now, hey, we receive the light from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, receiving this testimony is to receive the light. Matter of fact,
let me continue on.
Yeah,
this
you got it.
It says he came unto his own, and his own received it not. Now we know that speaking of Yahweh Shai coming to his own people that were close to him, but hey, he came to when we come to our people with this word, the majority of Israelites don't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jake don't accept it, but that's really talking about when you come to somebody that you knew back in the world, or you go to your family with this truth. They think of you as that same old person that not the renewed person, not the one that casted off the mortal and put on the immortal.
Right.
That changed their spirit. It says, but as many as received him, to them he gave power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. See, that's what that truth can do. That's what Yahweh Shai can do to you. That's that part of that marvelous light.
Yeah, it's that renewing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, bringing you out of the bones of the dry valley, Salaki, but allowing you to see his light, see that wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah.
All right, the beauty of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the order. All right, I got this, and then I'll go back to Matthew. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 5, and it reads, Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of the of darkness. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, you believe upon the testimony, you have now been delivered from the darkness. Right? So you are now to obtain and to, even though you're traveling through the darkness, right? You still have the light at the end of the tunnel that you're traveling towards. You have a destination.
We have a vision or a path, to follow to get where we need to go. Everybody else just, like a kind of walking, trying to feel for something, but can't.
Groping at noonday.
Yeah, groping at noonday. It's the water,
Yep. And the Matthews is going to tie it all together. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 15, and it reads, Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah. So when the power cuts off, and you don't have those little night lights set up,
right?
If you don't have no candles in the house, you kind of shit out of luck. You just sitting there,
right? Sitting in the dark, like I can't wait till the day comes, right? You're worried about every bump in the night.
Yeah, you hear a little noise. Something falls in the kitchen. You're like, what was that?
Right. Forget you had a cat.
Right.
All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16, and it reads, Let your light so shine before men that may see your good works and glory your Father which is in heaven.
Right. Because what we do is all we do, by teaching this word and prophesying is all to give glory to the Most High.
Right.
But only some people may see that.
Right.
All right. But the Lord is going to put us up on that hill to where everybody sees it, in the times to come. It says even the Gentiles shall see the light.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's somewhere in Isaiah. Will come to the light.
Yeah, and for it to be revealed unto you, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's favor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's favor to be able to see the light. It's revealed. It's out there. It's in front of you. Let me read that again. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Yep.
Right? It's all to the glorification and magnification of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's word. It's not of us. It's to praise his name. It's to praise, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai's way is righteous.
Mm-hmm.
It's true and it's faithful. Right?
Yep. That he's that omnipotent power.
Right. Verse 17, and it reads, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." Right? And to fulfill, how does he fulfill it? By the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he provides, by providing that light so we may get out of the darkness.
Yeah.
That straight path.
Yeah, that his wisdom is, he gave that in the form of the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
So we could live as immortals.
Right. But here it is. You want to believe on E's immortality, right?
And his false perception of reality.
Right. His AI. Even AI has a trouble with it itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And guess what? If you destroy a computer, is it any more eternal?
It's artificial.
It's artificial.
It's an artificial power.
It's a simulation. That's all.
Like the Matrix. They put you in something that was fake. His whole scheme is to make you believe something that's not what it is.
Right.
And that's what this devil will do. He puts something in front of your face, tell you, say that this shit is sugar, and feeds it to you.
Right. And it's we're just going. It's Matthew 5:18.
And that's everything.
Yeah,
that's everything on the news and in your food.
That's the only thing you can say about that.
Right.
Every way, shape, and form. From 100% cotton.
Right. That's all his devices. This is good for you. Shut up and take it.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18, and it reads, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled."
Might be it. So yep. Same as the law is same with prophecy.
Yeah.
The Most High is going to make everything come to pass. The Most High is going to, make his law, be a standard of the world. Mm-hmm. It's going to be enforced by, by the rulership and government of Yasharallah. This is if you grab Isaiah 5 and 20.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 8 and 20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony." Now, know that Yahushai's testimony is the spirit of prophecy. "If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." All right?
Mm-hmm.
So, know that you must be speaking, 100% truth to have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to guide in the correct way. It's not based if you like it or not. Right. You may not. Some of the prophets didn't like what they had to see.
Correct.
But they knew that it was true. All right. That's why you had Ezra saying, "Woe is me! How can I deliver myself in those days?"
Right.
And some of the prophets, you had some of the prophets question, the things that, like, why would you do this to our people?
Right. Such as when the apostle Paul came on.
Oh yeah. Ananias.
Yep.
He questioned Yahweh Shai. You gonna wait? Hold on, you taking Saul?
Yeah, he's the one that he killed.
He
the
trying
brother.
to kill everybody.
Right? But he said, what did Yahweh Shai say? He's a prophet of me. Right? He's who I chose. Right?
He gonna change him. Yep, you got it.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, and verse 20, and it reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's right.
It's like,
yeah, and that's woe unto those those false prophets, those naysayers of the Lord, those that try to guide the children of Israel astray, say everything's okay.
Yes.
Teach the prosperity, teach just the importance of getting the corruptible crown instead of the incorruptible. Making merchandise of Yahweh Shem Shai's truth. Giving Israel a false sense of hope when they need to be preparing themselves for a dark and evil day.
Right, a false sense of hope and a license to sin.
Yep, because they do that too.
Right, and that it pretty much goes hand in hand. Right, I'm gonna give you false hope and then this license to sin with it. It's a package deal.
Yep.
And
so the Lord said, "Woe, that woe is going to come, during Jacob's trouble."
Yep.
You got
21.
Second. You can read 21 if you want.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 21, and it reads, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Right.
Right? And that's exactly what they believe that they are. They think they're wise and they think they're prudent in their own sight, and that's why they do the things that they do, because they believe and they believe themselves to be more than what they are.
Right.
They believe themselves really to be gods. All right, be powers, because they have the power of a congregation, or the power of YouTube followers and everything in their eyes.
That's that spirit that those reprobates that believe that they in the new covenant already.
God.
Being.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's lucky. I just want to pull that out.
Yeah, you good. 2nd Esdras 9 and 9. I'm gonna read. And then you got 2nd Esdras 2 and 27. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." So these plagues that are sent are going to be sent out into the world, which they're already being sent. All right. They're going to be those scourges for amendment, to make good. Amendment means to make good. All right. These are what you're going to have to go through to, pay the debt that you owe for all the sin that you've committed.
Right.
All right. That's how Yahweh Shem Shai is going to make things right. You're going to have to suffer these plagues. So you see all these, crazy ass, STDs.
Right. Yeah.
These other, ailments that are going out. The economic collapse. You're starting to see, spirits.
The spirits created for vengeance starting to be in front of your face.
Torment people. Like these plagues, he sent back plagues of Egypt and as before. And some new things. The Lord got a lot of stuff coming to this place that you can't even fathom. And in due time, if you're not of the elect, you're gonna experience it.
Right. Because there's no escaping. Nobody escapes the judgment seat.
And then when you realize that you fucked up, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be too busy getting fucked up. You got it.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 9. And it reads, Then shall they be in pitiful case, which which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
Yep. And now you're going to suffer these torments. You casted off Yahweh Bashim Yahushai when he was yet available to you. Now you're going to seek for death and not find it. You got it.
The other word is 2nd Esdras 2
and 27.
Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2. Oh, damn.
Okay.
I hit it. All right. This is book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 27, and it reads, But not worry, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yeah, he said, be not weary. You know, hey, the times that we're coming, you don't want to be in a state of everything's falling apart and everything. Hey, we see these as signs that the Lord is coming back to replenish the earth in righteousness, man. These are happy things.
Mm-hmm.
We see the gospel is good news, even though the destruction comes with it, even though that Israel is gonna go through that furnace of adversity. The outcome is going to be great, and we ready to get out of this shithole.
Yep.
And the Lord said He gonna give us abundance in the time where the world don't have nothing. That's the benefit of serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, believing on this truth.
Full-heartedly. Because that's what it's going to take. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, hey, my servants will eat.
Yeah.
All right? His servants will eat. Hey, is not only talking about a physical food, still having the word. Yeah. All right? Still having the word and having the stable mind. All right?
Yeah.
My servants will drink. We will still drink of that living water. Continuing to have Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in our corner. That we are filled. Having a full spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Hey, that's important. Yeah. Food is secondary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai says, man shall not live by bread alone. All right? So how much more in those days? Would you rather have the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, or would you rather have bread? All right? Physical bread. It's the word that is going to sustain you. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is nothing for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to feed you. All right? But right now, in 40 plus years, you have had the opportunity to eat at Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's table if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. All right? However old you are, whenever you woke up to the truth, you receive the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hey, now it's continue for you the time to stay and to dwell in with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of your ability. Ask for more. Ask for another helping. All right, as
double portion,
like the water,
a double portion
of the Spirit.
Elias, Elisha.
All right, that's a way to be righteously have righteous envy or a righteous greed. All right, that you want more and more of the Spirit. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, provide unto me more. Let me do more. How can I do more? All right. This is the mind frame that we should be in.
Right. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 73. It says, "Then shall they be known, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." Here, because in those times, the elect, they ain't gonna be suffering the same things as the wicked Israelites and the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. And I'll leave it off there, but he said those that the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. So he's only going to be guiding, those rehearsing the righteous acts, and secondary that guide is the prophets.
Having once again that full meal, having that full meal of the Spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is willing and ready to provide, as he fed the multitude with 5 fish.
Yeah.
All right, 5 fish and two breads.
Yeah, 2 loaves.
Or 2 loaves of bread. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is wonderful.
Yeah, we go see those miracles. Continue, or actually be even more abundant. When they're needed most.
Yep.
But Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. We'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh,
Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
And shalom to the elect.
Shalom.